How's it going, YouTube? Malagant here. We are going to be remaking a video that I already had, which is flower farming. If you don't know about these flowers, they're like basically the bread and butter that is required for end game components. So most of the seals will require it, the Ugdenblooms leather, which is something that almost every single character use one to three, maybe even four sometimes, because like it's a very good component for gear. And on top of that, the other components as well, like the living armor, the seals, almost literally like every single one of the late game components require multiple of these flowers, and you're gonna need to like end up farming these this way or the other. When an item is very worthy, putting like a very valuable component like this one, or even if it's not necessarily that worthy, you can just take it out anyway. So it's always better to like, put these type of things. Like if you compare this, so for instance, Runebound Topaz over here, 160 health, 52 defensive ability. It even gives some shield block, which in this case we have a shield. Compared to this one, like Mark of Illusions is giving me a little bit of energy regeneration, defensive ability, and spirit. Like that's it. There's like a massive difference in between. So the late game components are 100% worth it, and we're going to be talking about like how to farm these flowers today. So the video that I had, in my opinion, is a little bit outdated. It was like from the old session, and ever since I made that video, the game not only came up with like Ancient Grove, one of the new rogue dungeons that added afterwards, to Ashes of Malmouth, but also now you are capable of getting the flowers from like not only the normal trees but also normal flowers even. So we are going to be doing the exact same route almost when it comes to like the stump farming. And I must say that like even if you have a weak character, whatever I mention in this video, you could do like half of it. Basically you can just like hit these stumps, the tree stumps, collect the flowers, and then reset your game, go again. And by doing this, you should be able to get about like 5 or 6, on average every single run. And that is not so bad at all, because it takes about like 5 to 6 minutes to run, especially if you're dodging the fights. But what we're gonna do is like, we're gonna do the run that I do, which is if you have like an okayish average or like maybe a little bit stronger character, you're going to be killing like, you're gonna try to find both the beast nemesis, and on top of that you will also try to find the bar goal. The first point that we're gonna go to is Grunwald. There's only like 2 stumps right over here. It's very easy to reach. We come to the Grunwald waypoint, we start going to the right side. So you basically run to the east from the rift. I have no flowers in my bags. I'm really curious like how many we're gonna end up. I was actually like making this video. This is my second take, let's say. The first one was ridiculously lucky. It was just magical. I'm kind of wondering how this is gonna go. So the first stump that we hit over here, almost without fighting, you don't necessarily need to engage something. The next stump right next to it. You could have like even maybe 4 flowers at this point. This time we didn't have any. The next point is going to be Ugdenbloom. From the Ugdenbloom we hug. And we go, if I put like north to the top right now and open it again, and I will try not to rotate my camera so much so it doesn't necessarily confuse so much. So it goes towards like, southeast sort of a little bit. And I'm going to be killing every single rare that we find as well. These are definitely worth it, why not? They have some sort of like a very annoying skill here actually. Skill disruption. Oh Nash. I end up killing the flowers also. They have like an okay chance to drop a flower. There we go, that we have one. So there's some sort of like a hidden location over here that you can take right after like coming, southeast. The bar goal, the boss, the flower boss actually like is capable of spawning right on top of me. In this case he actually did. It felt like he was delayed or something, I'm not really sure why. One thing that I must say is that if you're doing this in Ultimate, he does hit very hard. It can be sketchy for even the tankiest character, if you let him debuff you. The Death Guard Shroud, Nice, nice. We're beginning the flowers as well. If I'm not mistaken, these type of flowers, the carnivorous plant or whatever it is, they're not capable of dropping the Ugdenbloom flowers, guys. But yeah, the others not only have the chance to like drop a flower, but at the same time, they can turn into be an elite also, and give you some loot too on the second phase. They have some sort of like a second phase. I'm gonna pass those, that's okay. Let's loot this thing. So far, 2 Ugdenblooms. We are gonna have the first stump that we need to hit right over here on me, right south of basically the waypoint. This one didn't drop either. We have an elite plant apparently though. This one should give me one at least. Nope. But from there we will go and take this bridge to the south of it. You might have beast nemesis right around where I am right now. After crossing the bridge you come up a little bit and then there's going to be this stump. It was a fake stump this time, unfortunately. I do kill the crabs usually and also the basilisks. They have very good components such as like frozen hearts and battered shells. It's extremely good. And after clicking the stump, Bargol could be somewhere here as well. We already killed him in this game, so he's not going to spawn, but obviously if he wasn't there, he could have been here as well, just so you know. And in my opinion, you should search for Bargol, for sure, in your game. So right, come down, come to the right side, there's going to be one more stump. And then we continue going south. The beast can be over there as well, the beast nemesis that is, Kuba. Now we can kill the survivor really fast. See if it goes to elite. So we come south, across the bridge, there's going to be one more stump. If your nemesis with like the Barrow Home, the Reaper of the Lost is capable of spawning where we are. It's a fairly difficult nemesis, definitely harder than, to my experience at least, definitely harder than Kuba. So right after coming south, you know, going right side, opening this stump right over here, and then coming south from the bridge, there's one more stump right in front of you actually. Afterwards I check the right side just despite, and then start going to the left, start going to the west side. There's actually quite a lot of trees, we should probably kill them there. This was a fake stump right here. It doesn't necessarily mean that it's going to be fake for you, it's just RNG. Every single one of the stumps could actually be real when you're playing. So you should like check them out for sure. And the last one that we're going to be hitting is going to be right over here, guys. This thing. Right there. So up to this point, I think I would like to actually like open my map and cover like how many stumps we have hit. Just to remember them and show them to you on the map as well, and maybe even like show you what sort of like a way we followed so far, if you don't mind. So we started from there, we came down, checked out the hidden side for especially Bargol and killed the flowers. Come the left side, there's going to be one stump right here, and then we cross the bridge, go up a little bit, one more stump, another Bargol respawn, another stump right over here. And then there's also the Kuba spawn right over there if you would like to check it. Then we go south, cross the bridge. You could also like come down here if you would like to. Obviously there's absolutely no difference. The only difference is like there could be some flowers right over here. No stumps though. There's going to be a stump right over here. We cross the bridge one more time. One more right over there. One more tree stump. And the last one is over here as well. And where we are just stopping right now, Kuba, the beast nemesis, can be here too. In this case now. So the last video was actually like finishing right over here, and it was just showing the stump location. It wasn't necessarily telling you to like kill anything at all, because it was usually just better at that point, at that patch, to just hit the 3 stumps and then exit the game immediately. But in this case, no, we actually like do need to kill some stuff. Now from here we can actually like make our way towards like the ancient grove entrance. There is however one more tree stump right over here, so we're gonna like go direct to south, take that, and then go towards like the eastern side to the entrance. That's usually what I do. There might even be more, like I didn't necessarily check out so much, but this has been like, you know, what I have been following, and it's working out quite nicely, to be honest with you. Pick it up, pick it up. So right after this big tree over here, there's going to be a stump on the floor. Yep. This was another fake one. This one is not going that good, but it can change. We're gonna enter the ancient grove, so it can definitely change. Obviously, the beast nemesis can be spawning right over here and inside as well as in the ancient grove. Let's kill this guy. I'm gonna need to move him. There's the pool everywhere. Hey, he gave me a warrant. Isn't that the easiest one? Let's click the chest as well. The bone shattered shreds and the dread armor. The dread armor is interesting, I think. The bone shatters are pretty strong as well, aren't they? Nice loot. Azagorian tactics. This might be toggled. It's giving me vitality flats. HP. Like life steal 4% and chaos resistance with like physical damage retaliation. It's very interesting. 100% retaliation damage on the chest as well. This was something that I did not see so far, I believe. If you'd like to see the MI of him as well, just in case, I could show you. So we have some sort of like a, you know, okayish one, I should say. It's not the best, yeah. Let's go towards the ancient grove entrance. Oh yeah, I forgot to mention exactly this spot. So, okay, right at the beginning of the ancient grove path, let's say, you know, there's always trees spawning right over here. Sometimes, which in this case it was two, they're elites. And you know, that definitely gives you a flower or two. In this case, we were actually, in my opinion, very unlucky. Like, this could have been like 4 flowers or something. I killed the basilisk. Killed the crab as well. Simply because, like, batter shells, I really do need them. And then we jump inside. Alright, so the first stump is going to be... I actually don't necessarily know like every single stump location in this place. I know about like 3 or 4. I'll show you the ones that I know. But this place, especially like the beginning part, fairly easy. It's not necessarily the hardest. Especially if you're capable of like taking beast nemesis, like it's fine. You know? This is going to be the first one. So, right western side of the entrance. And yeah, I was saying about like ancient grove, it's extremely valuable when it comes to like the components that are dropping. You know, there's flowers obviously, there's ancient hearts, crazy loot in this place, frozen hearts. So 2 ancient hearts already. Like, look at this. How long is this video? Half of it, it's me talking. Instead of talking, if I was just running, like we already made an incredible sum of like valuable items, to be honest with you, and the only point was to farm flowers, so... Which I must say, it is not going so great with the flower farm. Not for this video. Well, I suppose I'm not going to be lucky for every single one of them. I was saying, like, right at the beginning, This is my take 2. Like on the first one, I think I had like 14 flowers or something up to this point. But I messed it up, you guys. I deleted it. I got mad, okay? Yeah, let's loot those. So there was 1 tree stump so far, I believe. The second one is going to be to the left side. Right over somewhere here. Yeah, there it is. It's a fake one though. Gonna come up. Alright. And the last one is going to be right over here. Yeah, after this, I just go ahead, kill the last boss in this place. And then that's going to be actually the entire run. I would say about like 50% of the time you end up finding like the beast nemesis if you're nemesis with them, obviously. I want to cover some of the things that I said earlier on. You remember like how we stopped and like we checked out like which stumps that we have seen that far. I don't think I can see the local map from here, so like let's TP out to Ugdenblooms one more time. So this was the run, by the way. That's what I do. At this point I just like restart my game, go again, start from the second, you know, hit the 2 stumps right over there, start from Ugdenblooms, go south, and finish at the end of the you know, first floor of Ancient Girl, let's say. And it takes me about like what, maybe 10 minutes, maybe 15 minutes, obviously depends on like the hard fights that we take. In this run it was only 7 flowers. I would say in average, if you do the entire thing, you're gonna end up like finding about 10 of them. If you do only the stumps, I would say in average about like 5 to 6 of them, I would say so. So you remember like how we stopped somewhere on right over there. That is basically the safe farm. So like 2 from here, and then afterwards just the stumps on this map, you know, going, never minding the bar goal or the beast nemesis or even the elites if you would like to. Just the stumps and then logging out. It should be right over here. But if your character is strong enough, just do exactly what I did, and it's going to be paying you off big time, to be honest with you, both with legendaries, you know, ancient hearts maybe, and valuable components as well. At the same time you will end up like killing beast nemesis now that like the nemesis are dropping celestial lotus. If it's even worthier to farm them, to be honest with you. Thank you very much for watching, YouTube. I'll see you on the next one.